Oh yeah, by the way, because I almost forgot. Your voice is gonna be included in the stream. That's okay? Alright.
You two going in or what?
The last stream I did, had 8 views. So that was pretty good. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, it's all good, man. I don't never trip on that stuff. Yeah, man, for sure.
Amir, can you finish that story you started?
I can indeed. Where were we? Oh, we were discussing. Skull and Haughty, and you had a question about Ragnarok.
Yes. Why would he set the wolves loose if it fulfills the prophecy?
I've been good.
Precisely the question, lad.
I've been getting back to streaming more.
The wolves determine when
Ragnarok
begins.
I stopped streaming
for
like a good while.
A battle fought on his timetable is a battle he better stands to win.
Appreciate that, bro. And I have been doing that. It's just, you know what I'm saying, went through a rough patch. My internet wasn't really trying to work with me, so I kind of, at the time, I didn't really have a choice but to stop streaming. There's like a couple more months, maybe 4 more months. I don't really know. But in between that time, I'm gonna be moving out. So that way, what's it called? Let's see. It's not really much of the pandemic because, you know, people can still work at home, right? People can still work at home, so it's much easier for them to just do it in the comforts of their own home. And whoever can go to work, right? They usually try to fix the problem at hand right away. So it's more of like the subscription that you pay for with the internet. So like if you got prepaid internet, you know, and that's probably gonna be the reason why it's messing up so much.
Talk to this here Reem.
What? I can't hear thoughts from rings, bro. It's talking to me. It's Andvari.
Ha! Knew it.
He says he went to the Velnder mines to observe his mistake, but then the Soul Eater attacked. So as he was being ripped apart, he cast a spell that removed his soul and put it in this ring. And then he...
What about all his stuff?
This code over here too. I mean, I basically live on the mountains.
With all
so.
sorts of posh doodads and ornatory tools, and one beaut of a hammer. You make mention of it still in there?
You're upsetting him.
Itchy.
Your point? You
Well,
fellas take
I
on
wouldn't
guard
exactly
and
say.
pretend you have a look-see.
Ugh.
If you find this hammer, I'll whip up something real
Sorry
nice.
about that. Had to yawn. I wouldn't exactly say fun. More of just like, nice and quiet. Nobody really bothers you, so.
Invari isn't happy about us taking the stuff.
I do not care.
I'm not gonna tell him that.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Some people just don't know how to be aware of their surroundings.
Enemies.
Oh, these freaking monsters. How's he even letting them go through what? Yeah, it's most definitely a really good game. I would play this almost every day. Oh, trust me, I know. That's why I started streaming back up now. Instead of but for me, instead of just playing my online involved games, because that was the main reason why the lagging and the stopping of my stream would happen so much. It was mainly because like I was playing my online games and trying to stream that, and my connection speed couldn't keep up. So I had to pick one. And right now I'm just playing God of War until I can get me some new games. Yeah, trust me, I know the feeling.
Oh, he did not like that. He's warning us not to go down there.
Stop listening to the ring boy. You trust him.
I gotta fight these bigger monsters. Yeah. Oh, I almost got hurt. Nah, man, you seem like a good kid. The only way and the only reason why someone like you should ever get bullied is if you were a good fish yourself. And that's right. And you should always say that to them, because you know what, they don't know where your life is gonna go. Ooh, shizzle.
silence that ring boy.
I don't know how.
Alright.
Ready yourself.
Yeah, you should always be respected because it's, well, for one, they don't have to be around you nor be in your circle to even be saying anything to you in the first place. Because you know what, it's none of their business. Rather you're a nerd, or rather you like math, rather you like any fucking thing. It's none of their business. You know what I'm saying? And whenever they choose to enter your bubble and try to say something about your bubble, just remember that you can always just block it out. You don't have to give a response. You don't have to say nothing back because their response doesn't matter. Showing them that you are a better person every single time is like telling someone bigger than you and stronger than you, you're not gonna win. I'd say this. Well, for one, those are kids around your age, right? So try. Well, listen, I'm gonna tell you this. No 10-year-old can come to your house. Did you hear me? I said, listen, no 10-year-old kid could ever come to your house. Because one, do they know where you live? Kinda. Okay. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna say. Just ignore kids like that because you always need to keep in mind that those kids really can't do anything to you.
Boy,
Yes, sir. It's another one of those maps.
Listen, man, they only just trying to I've dealt with bullies like that. And I'm telling you right now, they're just trying to scare you. That way they can keep on bullying you. They can't really do anything to you. all they can do, all they can actually even really do
Soul
is come in contact with you.
Guard up.
They can't really come to your house, because if they come to your house, then they gonna face repercussions, and your family's gonna have to deal with them. You don't have to deal with them. Your family's gonna have to deal with them.
It is over.
So he's your bully, and he tries to play the game with you.
A dead soul. What's a soul eater even doing here? What do you mean it's your fault?
Boy, ignore him.
It's sort of tough for me to ignore.
Mm-hmm. Shit talkers is what you're trying to say. They're shit talkers, yeah. Nah, listen. Every shit talking group knows something about each other to the point where it's okay to talk like that to each other. You feel me? But if you know you do not like what they're saying to you, right? If you know you do not like what they're saying to you, you do not have to forgive them. You most definitely do not have to forgive them.
He says this chest will trigger a bunch of traps.
I see no traps.
You sounded so sure about it.
Yeah. Well, if they do that, when they do that kind of thing, you don't re-engage them. You know what I'm saying? You don't keep on trying to be friends with these people because they've proven to you that they don't want your friendship. When kids do that, you gotta leave those types of kids alone, because the only happiness that they really get out of the day is making you unhappy. That is a negative source right there. And when it comes to negative sources, you gotta stick to what makes you happy. You dang sure shouldn't be doing nobody's homework. They in all those classes and don't neither one of them know nothing about it.
I know. Don't trust the talking ring.
See, dude, that right there is why you never ever let a bully control anything about you. Cause you all. I'm telling you, dude, you gotta. There's no harm in getting your family involved. Listen, I said there's no harm in telling your family. Listen, they can't take you out of the school unless they feel like that would probably be best for you. But if they want you to stay in school and you want to stay in the school, they're just gonna move those boys to different classes. And do you have to go to school right now? Or are you on?
You two make quite a formidable duo.
So you don't have online school? Well, it's definitely no good if you're getting bullied this bad.
Father, please, just listen. Invari's crew did something bad here. He's glad you destroyed his lab.
I'm gonna be real with you,
He's
man.
trying to trick us. His hammer is just through this gate.
It's never gonna stop if you don't do nothing. You either need to buff yourself up and tell a teacher, except you've already proven time and time and time again that you've proven that you can stand up for yourself. You don't gotta keep doing that.
Look here.
Sir.
This isn't something that you alone can just handle by yourself anymore. Like, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to tell your teachers.
This is a fine hammer.
Your favorite teachers, not just any teacher that you feel won't help you, but the teachers that you like, the teachers that you know care about you and your well-being. You need to tell.
Can we keep him?
We will talk to the blue one.
Basically the oldest one in the book. See, that's one of the things that you don't do. Listen, that's one of the things that you don't do. You don't preach to a bully. You hear me, man? You never preach to a bully. That only infuriates them because you're showing them that you're smarter than them. Deep down, they know that. Mm-mm. There's no point in telling kids like that, because kids like that they don't want to learn. If they not gonna become nothing in life, so you might as well just let them do that. That's their own falling.
Or you too busy?
Here, the alchemist's hammer. His spirit is a nuisance.
Yeah.
Because
Very
straight
old
up, the
man.
moment that you let
Hell
them
of an alchemist, though.
keep on walking all over you because you were too scared to say something and you were too scared to do something.